Big mistake. The big space station hung in the dark sky like a shiny toy. Inside, alien leaders from all over the galaxy sat around a huge table. They looked worried. Their eyes darted back and forth, and some had all four of their hands clenched tight. "Humans are growing too fast," said Zork, a green alien with 3 eyes. He waved his tentacle at a big screen showing Earth. "Look how quickly they're making new tech." Blurp, a blue blob-like alien, gurgled in agreement. "Yes, yes. Just yesterday they were hitting rocks together. Now they have spaceships." The room buzzed with nervous chatter. Aliens of all shapes and sizes shared their fears about humans. Some had met humans before and found them scary. Others just didn't like how humans looked. At the head of the table sat Six-X, the oldest and smartest alien. He was tall and skinny, with skin that looked like metal. Six-X raised his hand, and everyone got quiet. "Friends," Six-X said in a voice that sounded like bells, "we must do something about the humans. If we don't, they might take over the whole galaxy." A small furry alien named Floof spoke up. "But humans are nice. They pet me and give me treats when I visit Earth." Six-X shook his head. "Floof, you're thinking with your fuzzy belly, not your brain. Humans are dangerous. Remember what happened to the Zorgans." Everyone gasped. The Zorgans were an alien race that had tried to invade Earth. Humans beat them so badly that no one had seen a Zorgan in 100 years. "We can't let humans get stronger," Six-X continued. "We need to stop them now, before it's too late." Zork raised a tentacle. "How about we blow up their planet?" "No, no," said Blurb. "That's too messy. What if we turn their sun off?" Six-X listened to all the ideas. Some were silly, like making all humans sneeze forever. Others were too mean, like turning Earth's oceans into jelly. Finally, Six-X stood up. The room went quiet again. "I have a plan," he said. "We'll make a special sickness that only hurts human kids." Some aliens gasped. Others nodded. Floof looked sad. "But why the kids?" asked a robot alien named Beep Boop. Six-X smiled, but it wasn't a nice smile. "Because kids are the future. If we stop the kids, we stop all humans from growing strong." He walked to the big screen and pushed some buttons. A picture of tiny robots appeared. "These are nanobots. They're so small humans can't see them. We'll send them to Earth in the air and water." The aliens watched as Six-X explained his plan. The nanobots would make human kids very sick. Doctors wouldn't be able to fix it. Soon, there would be no more human kids. "We'll call it Operation Kid Wiper," Six-X said proudly. Most of the aliens cheered. They thought this plan would save them from scary humans. But Floof and a few others looked worried. "This feels wrong." Floof whispered to Beep Boop. "Humans are nice to me." Beep Boop's lights blinked sadly. "I know, but we can't stop the big aliens. They've made up their minds." Six-X raised his arms. "It's decided then. We start Operation Kid Wiper right away. The galaxy will thank us for stopping the human problem." As the aliens left the space station, none of them knew they had just made the biggest mistake ever. They thought they were being smart and saving themselves, but really they had just made humans their worst enemy. In the dark of space, Six-X's ship started its journey to Earth. Inside, billions of tiny nanobots waited to attack. The aliens thought they would win easily. They were very, very wrong. Earth gets sad. The sun was shining brightly over New York City. Kids were playing in the park, laughing and having fun. Little Timmy was swinging high, trying to touch the sky with his toes. His mom, Sarah, watched with a big smile. Suddenly, Timmy started coughing. It wasn't a normal cough. It sounded deep and scary. Sarah ran to her son. "Timmy, are you okay?" she asked, worried. Timmy couldn't answer. He kept coughing and coughing. His face turned red, then a bit blue. Sarah picked him up and ran to the hospital. At the same time, In a small village in India, a little girl named Priya was helping her dad in their garden. She loved planting flowers, but as she dug a hole for a new plant, she felt dizzy. "Papa," Priya said weakly, "I don't feel good." Her father turned to look at her. Priya's eyes were glassy, and she was swaying like a tree in the wind. Before he could reach her, Priya fell to the ground. All over the world, scenes like this were happening. In Brazil, China, Australia, and everywhere else, kids were getting sick very fast. Parents were scared. Doctors were confused. Dr. Emily Chen, a famous child doctor in London, was working very hard. Her hospital was full of sick kids. They all had the same problem: bad coughing, high fever, and trouble breathing. "I've never seen anything like this," Dr. Chen said to her team. "It's like all the kids got sick at the same time." She looked at her computer. It showed a map of the world. Red dots appeared everywhere, showing where kids were sick. The whole map was turning red. On TV, news people talked about the kid sickness. They showed pictures of empty playgrounds and closed schools. Parents cried on camera, begging for help. "Please," one mom said, tears in her eyes, "save our children." Scientists from all over the world tried to find out what was making kids sick. They looked at food, water, and air. They checked for germs and poisons, but they couldn't find anything wrong. In a big meeting room in Washington, D.C., world leaders talked on big screens. They all looked tired and worried. "We need to do something," shouted the president of France. "Our future is dying." "But what can we do?" asked the prime minister of Japan. "We don't even know what's causing this." As they argued, more and more kids got sick. Hospitals were so full that doctors had to put beds in hallways and parking lots. Some countries sent their armies to help build big tents for all the sick kids. Back in New York, Sarah sat by Timmy's hospital bed. He was asleep, with tubes helping him breathe. Sarah held his small hand and cried quietly. "Please get better, Timmy," she whispered. "Mommy loves you so much." In India, Priya's father sang soft songs to his daughter. In Brazil, a brother read stories to his sick sister. All over Earth, people tried to comfort the sick kids, but nothing seemed to help. The kid sickness kept spreading. Every day, more kids got sick. Some kids even died. The whole world felt sad and scared. Dr. Chen worked day and night. She hardly slept or ate. "There has to be an answer," she said to herself. "We just haven't found it yet." As the sun set on another sad day, people all over Earth hoped for a miracle. They didn't know that the answer was not on Earth at all. The cause of all this pain was far away in space, where the aliens watched and waited. The aliens thought their plan was working. They thought humans would give up and stay weak. But they didn't know humans very well. They didn't know how strong humans could be when protecting their kids. The aliens had made Earth very sad. But soon, that sadness would turn into something else. Something the aliens never expected. Anger. Humans find out the truth. Dr. Lisa Wong rubbed her tired eyes. For weeks, she had been looking at blood samples from sick kids. Her lab in Singapore was quiet except for the soft hum of machines. "There has to be something," she mumbled. "What are we missing?" She looked into her microscope again. Suddenly, she saw something strange. Tiny little dots were moving in the blood. They were so small, she almost missed them. "What are you?" she whispered, leaning closer. Dr. Wong worked all night. She used bigger and bigger microscopes. Finally, she saw what the dots really were. They weren't germs or viruses. They were tiny machines. "Oh my God," she gasped. "These aren't natural. Someone made these." She quickly called her team. Soon, the quiet lab was buzzing with excited scientists. "Look at this," Dr. Wong said, pointing to a big screen. "These nanobots are attacking the kids' bodies. That's why they're so sick." Her team was shocked. One scientist, Dr. Chen, asked, "But who would do this? Who could make such tiny robots?" Dr. Wong shook her head. I don't know, but it's not us. This tech is way beyond anything on Earth. Suddenly, everyone went quiet. They all had the same thought. Aliens. On the other side of the world, in a secret military base in Nevada, USA, General Sarah Johnson was having a bad day. More soldiers' kids were getting sick. She was about to go home when her phone rang. General Johnson, she answered. "Ma'am, you need to see this," said a nervous voice. "We found something in the atmosphere. Something. Not from Earth." General Johnson raced to the control room. On a big screen, she saw a 3D map of Earth. Tiny red dots were falling from space, covering the planet. "What am I looking at?" she asked. A young scientist explained. "These are some kind of alien nanobots, ma'am. They're all over Earth's air and water. We think they're making the kids sick." General Johnson's face went pale. "Aliens are attacking our children," she said softly. Then her eyes got hard. "Get me the president. Now." Within hours, the news spread. Leaders from all countries met in an emergency online meeting. Dr. Wong showed her findings. The military showed their space pictures. "This is an act of war," said the U.S. president, his face angry on the screen. "But how do we fight an enemy we can't see?" asked the Prime Minister of India. As they talked, someone leaked the information online. Soon, people all over the world knew the truth. Aliens had hurt their kids. In New York, Sarah saw the news on her phone. She looked at Timmy in his hospital bed. "Aliens did this to you," she cried. "How could they?" In Brazil, a crowd gathered in the street. They held up signs saying "Earth fights back" and "Protect our kids." In Russia, a group of computer experts started working on a way to stop the nanobots. In Japan, scientists began designing special air filters. All over the world, humans started to work together. They weren't just sad anymore. Now they were angry and determined. In space, on their big station, the aliens watched Earth. They thought humans would give up. Instead, they saw humans getting ready for a fight. 6X, the alien leader, frowned. "This isn't going as planned," he said. "Humans are stronger than we thought." Little did 6X know, humans were just getting started. The aliens had made a big mistake. They had hurt Earth's children. Now, they were about to learn a very important lesson. Never, ever make humans angry. The fight for Earth's future was about to begin. Humans get ready for space war. The big room was full of important people from all over Earth. Presidents, scientists, and military leaders sat around a huge table. They all looked serious. "We need to fight back," said the U.S. president, hitting the table with his fist. "But how do we reach the aliens?" Dr. Lisa Wong stood up. She looked tired but determined. "We've been working on something," she said. She pressed a button, and a big screen lit up. On the screen, everyone saw a shiny spaceship. It looked like something from a movie. "This is the Earth Defender," Dr. Wong said. "It's faster and stronger than any ship we've ever made." The room buzzed with excitement. General Sarah Johnson spoke next. "We've also made new weapons," she said. She showed pictures of laser guns and force fields. "These can fight the alien tech." But building spaceships and weapons wasn't enough. Humans needed to learn how to fight in space. In a secret base in the mountains, soldiers from all countries trained together. They learned to use the new weapons and fly the new ships. It was hard work, but they didn't give up. Jack, a young soldier from Canada, was learning to fly a space fighter. The simulator shook and spun as he practiced dodging asteroids. "This is crazy," he said, feeling dizzy. "A month ago, I was guarding a gate. Now I'm training for space war." His trainer, an old astronaut named Mike, laughed. "Life's funny that way, kid. But you're doing great. Earth needs heroes like you." While soldiers trained, scientists worked day and night. They studied the alien nanobots and learned how to stop them. In a lab in Tokyo, Dr. Yuki Tanaka jumped up and down with joy. "We did it," she shouted. We made a cure. Her team cheered. They had found a way to destroy the nanobots and save the sick kids. Hospitals all over the world started giving the cure to children. In New York, Sarah watched as Timmy opened his eyes. "Mommy," he said weakly. Sarah hugged him tight, crying happy tears. Similar scenes happened everywhere. Kids were getting better. Parents were smiling again. But the fight wasn't over. "We can't let this happen again," said the president of Brazil in another big meeting. "We need to take the fight to the aliens." Everyone agreed. It was time for humans to go to space and find the aliens who hurt their children. The Earth Defender was almost ready. Workers from all over the world helped build it. People sent messages to be painted on the ship. "For our children" was written in big letters on the side. As the ship was being finished, a strange thing happened. A small alien ship appeared near the moon. But it wasn't there to fight. "We come in peace," said a furry alien on the radio. "We are the Floof. We want to help you." At first, humans were scared and angry. But the Floof explained that not all aliens agreed with hurting Earth's children. They wanted to join humans in the fight against the bad aliens. This was big news. Humans weren't alone in space after all. They had allies. With the Floof's help, humans learned more about space and the bad aliens. They got ready for the big fight that was coming. Finally, the day arrived. The Earth Defender was ready to launch. People all over the world watched on TV as the huge ship lifted off. As it flew into space, carrying Earth's best soldiers and scientists, everyone cheered. Humans were taking their first step into a bigger universe. The aliens who hurt Earth's children thought humans would be easy to beat. They were about to learn how wrong they were. The space war was about to begin, and humans were ready to show the galaxy what they could do. Humans attack. The Earth Defender floated silently in space. Inside, Captain Maria Rodriguez looked at her crew. They were the best from all over Earth. "This is it," she said. "We're going to show those aliens what happens when you mess with Earth's kids." Everyone nodded. They were scared but ready. Suddenly, alarms went off. "Captain," shouted Lai, the sensor officer, "alien ships coming." On the big screen, they saw 5 alien ships. They looked like giant metal squids. "They don't know we can fight back," said Maria with a smile. "Let's surprise them." Battle stations. The Earth Defender's engines roared to life. It zoomed towards the alien ships. The aliens were shocked. They thought Earth only had slow rockets. But the Earth Defender was fast and strong. "Fire the laser cannons," ordered Maria. Bright beams shot out from the Earth Defender. They hit the first alien ship. It exploded in a big flash. The other alien ships started to attack. They shot green energy balls at the Earth Defender. "Shields up," yelled Maria. A blue bubble appeared around the Earth ship. The green balls bounced off. Jack, the young soldier from Canada, was flying a small fighter ship. He and his team zoomed out of the Earth Defender. "Let's show them what we've got," he said to his team. The human fighters flew around the alien ships, shooting lasers. They were small and fast. The aliens couldn't hit them. Inside the Earth Defender, Dr. Wong was working with her science team. "The aliens are using a weird energy," she said. "If we can copy it, we can make our weapons stronger." Maria nodded. "Do it." While the battle raged, the Floof ship appeared. It started helping the humans, shooting at the bad aliens. "Thanks, fuzzy friends," said Jack as he flew past. The battle was fierce. 2 more alien ships exploded, but the Earth Defender got hit too. Part of it was on fire. "We're hurt, but still fighting," said Maria. She looked at her crew. "We can do this." Dr. Wong ran up to Maria. "Captain, we did it. We copied their energy." "Great job," said Maria. She pressed a button. All ships used the new energy weapons. The Earth Defender and all the small fighters started glowing. Their weapons became super strong. The last 2 alien ships tried to run away, But the humans were too fast now. "Oh no," said the alien captain. "These humans are tougher than we thought." Soon, all the alien ships were destroyed. The humans had won their first space battle. Everyone on the Earth Defender cheered. Jack and the other pilots did loops in space to celebrate. Maria smiled, but she knew this was just the start. "Good job, everyone," she said. "But remember, there are more bad aliens out there. We need to find their leaders." The floof captain appeared on the screen. "We know where their main base is," he said. "We can show you." Maria nodded. "Let's go. It's time to end this war." As the Earth Defender and its fleet of fighters followed the floof ship, everyone felt proud. They had won their first battle. They had shown the aliens that humans were strong. Back on Earth, people watched on TV and cheered. Parents hugged their kids, feeling hopeful. The aliens had thought humans would be easy to beat. Now they were running scared. The space war had just begun, and humans were winning. They were ready to fight for their children, their planet, and their future. The next battle would be even bigger. But Earth was ready. The big space war. The Earth Defender and its fleet of ships zoomed through space. They were following the floof ship to the bad aliens' main base. Captain Maria looked at the star map and frowned. "It's so far away," she said. "We'll need to stop and rest." Suddenly, alarms went off. "Lie," the sensor officer shouted. "Captain, many alien ships coming from all directions." Maria's eyes went wide. "It's a trap," she yelled. Battle stations, everyone. Hundreds of alien ships appeared. They looked angry and ready to fight. The space around the Earth fleet filled with enemy ships. Jack, flying his fighter, gulped. "There's so many of them," he said to his team. "But we can do this. For Earth." The big space war began. Lasers and energy beams flew everywhere. Ships zoomed and spun, trying to hit each other. On the Earth Defender, Dr. Wong had an idea. "Captain," she said, "we can use the asteroids as shields." Maria nodded. "Good thinking. All ships, hide behind the big rocks when you need to." The human ships started using the asteroids for cover. They would pop out, shoot at the aliens, then hide again. The aliens got very frustrated. The floof ships had a special power. They could make themselves look like asteroids. They tricked the bad aliens into crashing into them. "Nice one, fuzzy friends." Jack cheered as he saw an alien ship explode after hitting a floof ship. But the battle was hard. Some human ships got hit. The Earth Defender's shields were getting weaker. "We need help," Maria said, worried. She sent a message to Earth, asking for more ships. Back on Earth, people worked fast to send help. They launched more fighters and big ships. Even old rockets were made ready for battle. As the human fleet fought bravely, something amazing happened. Other alien ships appeared, but they weren't there to fight humans. They were there to help. "This is Captain Blorp of the Squishies," a voice said over the radio. "We're here to help Earth. The bad aliens hurt our kids too." More friendly aliens joined the fight. The Zoom Zooms, who were super fast, the Sparkles, who could blind enemy ships with bright lights, and the Biggies, with their huge ships that could take lots of hits. The tide of the battle turned. Now the bad aliens were the ones in trouble. Jack flew his ship in amazing ways. He spun and rolled, taking out alien ships left and right. "Yahoo!" he yelled. "This is for Timmy and all the Earth kids." On the Earth Defender, Maria and her crew cheered as they saw more and more enemy ships explode or run away. Dr. Wong ran up to Maria. "Captain, I found their leader's ship," she said, pointing to a big, scary-looking ship in the middle of the alien fleet. Maria's eyes narrowed. "That's our target," she said. "All ships, focus on the big bad one." Every human and friendly alien ship turned their weapons on the leader's ship. It had strong shields, but they were getting weaker. "Keep firing," Maria ordered. "We can do this." The space around them was full of explosions and laser beams. It looked like the biggest fireworks show ever. Finally, after what seemed like forever, the alien leader's ship started to break apart. "We did it," Jack yelled it as he saw the ship explode. Without their leader, the bad aliens got scared and started to run away. The Earth fleet and their new alien friends chased them. As the last enemy ships disappeared, everyone cheered. Humans had won the big space war. But Maria knew it wasn't over yet. "Good job, everyone," she said. "But now we need to find their home planet. We have to make sure they never hurt anyone again." The Earth fleet, tired but proud, got ready for their next big adventure. They had new friends, cool ships, and a whole galaxy to explore. The aliens had started this war, but humans were going to finish it. Finding the bad guys' home. The Earth Defender floated in space, surrounded by its fleet and new alien friends. Captain Maria looked at the star map, frowning. "We beat them, but where did they go?" she asked. Dr. Wong was working on a big computer. "I have an idea," she said. "We can follow their energy trail." She explained that the bad alien ships left a special kind of energy behind. It was like following footprints, but in space. "Brilliant," said Maria. "Let's go." The fleet started moving, following the invisible trail. They passed strange planets and colorful gas clouds. Space was beautiful, but everyone was focused on their mission. Jack, in his fighter ship, was excited. "I never thought I'd see all this," he said, looking at a planet with 3 suns. Suddenly, the floof ship sent a message. "Danger ahead," the furry alien warned. "There's a big space storm coming." Maria looked worried. "Can we go around it?" "No time," said Lai, checking the sensors. "It's too big." They had to go through the storm. It was huge, with purple lightning and swirling clouds. "Hold on tight, everyone," Maria ordered. The ships entered the storm. It was like being in a giant washing machine. Everything shook and spun. In his small fighter, Jack felt like he was on a crazy roller coaster. "Whoa!" he yelled as his ship flipped upside down. The Earth Defender's shields flickered. Alarms were going off everywhere. "We're losing power," shouted an engineer. Dr. Wong had an idea. "The storm's energy is like the aliens' weapons," she said. "We can use it to power our ships." Quickly, they changed their ships to absorb the storm's energy. Soon, all the human and friendly alien ships were glowing with purple light. "It's working," cheered Maria. "We're getting stronger." They came out of the storm, their ships now faster and more powerful than ever. As they continued following the trail, they saw something strange. It was a big dark cloud in space. Ships went in, but didn't come out. "That must be where they're hiding," said Maria. "But how do we get in?" Their new alien friends had ideas. The squishies could squeeze through small spaces. The zoom zooms could find hidden paths. The sparkles could light up the dark. Working together, they found a secret way into the cloud. Inside, they saw something amazing. It was a huge hidden part of space with many planets and stars. "Wow," whispered Jack. "A whole secret galaxy." But which planet was the bad aliens' home? There were so many to choose from. Dr. Wong used her smart computer. "I'm looking for a planet with lots of robot activity," she said. "That's probably where they make their evil nanobots." After searching, they found it. A big metal planet that looked like a giant factory. "That's it," said Maria. "That's their home." As they got closer, they saw it was heavily guarded. Huge space stations and thousands of ships protected the planet. "How are we going to get past all that?" asked Jack, feeling a little scared. Maria looked at her crew, their alien friends, and all the ships in their fleet. She smiled confidently. "Together," she said. "We'll do it together." They started planning their biggest attack yet. Humans and friendly aliens shared ideas and made plans. Dr. Wong worked on a special weapon to stop the nanobots forever. Jack and the other pilots practiced new flying tricks. Everyone knew this would be the hardest fight yet. But they were ready. They had come too far to give up now. As they prepared for the final battle, Maria sent a message to Earth. "We found their home," she said. "Soon, our children will be safe forever." Back on Earth, people cheered. Parents hugged their kids tight. Everyone was proud of their brave space heroes. The stage was set for the biggest battle in human history. The fate of Earth, and now many other planets, would be decided soon. The bad aliens thought they were safe in their hidden home. They were about to learn how wrong they were. The final big battle. The Earth fleet and their alien friends hid behind a moon. Looking at the metal planet, Captain Maria took a deep breath. "This is it," she said. "Are we ready?" Everyone nodded. They had a good plan. The sparkles would blind the enemy. The zoom-zooms would make holes in their defense. The squishies would sneak in and cause trouble. And the humans would lead the main attack. "Let's go," Maria shouted. The battle began. Thousands of ships flew towards the metal planet. The bad aliens were surprised. They didn't expect an attack here, in their secret home. Jack flew his fighter, dodging laser beams. "Watch out," he yelled as a big enemy ship appeared. But a squishy ship squeezed into the enemy ship's engines, making it stop working. "Thanks, squishy friend," Jack said. On the Earth Defender, Dr. Wong worked fast. She was finishing a special weapon to stop the nanobots forever. "Almost there," she said, connecting wires. The battle was huge. Lasers and explosions were everywhere. It looked like colorful fireworks in space. The sparkles flashed bright lights, blinding the enemy ships. The zoom-zooms zipped around, making holes in the planet's shields. "The shields are down," Lai shouted. "We can attack the planet now." Maria nodded. "All ships, attack the big factories. That's where they make the bad nanobots." Human ships and their alien friends aimed at the planet. They shot lasers and bombs at the huge buildings on the surface. But the bad aliens fought back hard. They had big guns on their planet. One hit the Earth Defender, shaking the whole ship. "We're hit," someone yelled. "Keep fighting," Maria ordered. "We can do this." Jack saw the Earth Defender was in trouble. He flew his ship towards the big gun on the planet. "This is for Earth," he shouted, shooting all his lasers. Boom! The gun exploded. "Great job, Jack," Maria said. Just then, Dr. Wong ran to Maria. "It's ready," she said, holding the glowing ball. "This will stop all the nanobots." "Good work," Maria said. "Jack, can you deliver this to the main factory?" "On my way," Jack said. He flew close to the Earth Defender. Dr. Wong put the glowing ball in a special holder on his ship. Jack flew towards the planet, dodging lasers and enemy ships. It was like a crazy video game, but real. He reached the biggest factory and dropped the ball. It fell into a big pipe. For a moment, nothing happened. Then, a bright light spread across the whole planet. All the machines started to shut down. "It worked," Dr. Wong cheered. "The nanobots are all stopping." The bad alien ships started to lose power. Without the nanobots, their weapons didn't work well. "Now's our chance," Maria shouted. "Everyone, attack." The Earth fleet and their friends gave one final push. They destroyed the enemy ships and took control of the planet. After hours of fighting, it was over. They had won. Cheers filled every ship. Jack did loops in his fighter. "We did it. We really did it," he shouted. On the metal planet, Maria and her team found the bad aliens' leaders. They looked scared. "You lost," Maria said. "Now you'll never hurt anyone's children again." The leaders gave up. The war was over. Maria sent a message to Earth. "We won. All the kids are safe now. We're coming home." On Earth, people cried happy tears and hugged each other. Parents held their children tight. The brave space fleet had saved not just Earth, but many planets. They had made new friends and shown the whole galaxy how strong humans could be. As they started their long trip home, everyone knew that this was just the beginning. Humans were now part of a bigger, more exciting universe, and they were ready for whatever adventure came next. What happens after? The Earth Defender and its fleet were coming home. After months in space, they could finally see the blue planet Earth. "There it is," Captain Maria said, smiling. "Home." As they got closer, they saw thousands of lights on Earth. People were having parties all over the world. The ships landed in a big field. Huge crowds were waiting. People cheered and waved flags. Some cried happy tears. Jack jumped out of his fighter ship. His family ran to hug him. "My brave boy," his mom said, crying. Dr. Wong walked down from the Earth Defender. A group of children ran up to her. "Thank you for saving us," they said. Dr. Wong smiled and hugged them. For days, there were big parties. The space heroes told their stories. Kids asked for autographs. Everyone wanted to hear about the aliens and the big battles. But soon, it was time to think about the future. In a big meeting room, world leaders talked with Captain Maria and the alien friends. "What do we do now?" asked the president of Brazil. Maria looked at the floof, the squishies, and the other aliens. "We have new friends," she said, "and a whole galaxy to explore." The floof stepped forward. "We want Earth to join the Galactic Council," he said. "You've shown you're brave and kind. The galaxy needs you." Everyone was excited. Humans would help make big decisions for the whole galaxy. But there were problems to solve too. The bad aliens were stopped, but their planets needed help. "We should help them build a better world," Dr. Wong said, "so they never want to hurt anyone again." Jack had an idea too. "We can teach kids from all planets to be friends," he said. "Then no one will want to fight." The leaders liked these ideas. They started making plans for a new future. On Earth, things were changing. Scientists used the new alien technology to make cool things. Soon, cars could fly and robots helped in homes. Schools taught about other planets. Kids learned alien languages. Some even had alien pen pals. The Earth Defender became a school. Jack and other pilots taught young people how to fly spaceships. Dr. Wong opened a big lab where humans and aliens worked together. They found cures for many sicknesses. Maria became the leader of Earth's new space program. She worked with aliens to keep peace in the galaxy. But not everything was easy. Some people were scared of the aliens. Others wanted to use the new tech for bad things. "We need to be careful," Maria said in a big speech. "We have great power now. We must use it wisely." To help everyone understand each other, Earth had a big galactic fair. Aliens from all over came to visit. Humans tried alien food, played alien games, and made new friends. Timmy, now feeling better, went to the fair with his mom, Sarah. He met a young floof, and they played together all day. "Mom," Timmy said as they went home, "I want to be a space explorer when I grow up." Sarah smiled. "You can be anything you want now, Timmy. The whole galaxy is open to us." As years passed, more humans went to space. They helped solve problems on other planets. Earth became known as a place of brave and kind people. The bad aliens who had hurt Earth's children were now sorry. They worked hard to make things right. One day, Maria stood on the deck of a new, bigger Earth Defender. She looked at her crew, humans and aliens working together. "Ready for our next adventure?" she asked. Everyone cheered. They didn't know what they would find out there, but they knew that together they could face anything. As the ship flew into space, Maria thought about how much had changed. A terrible attack had led to a wonderful new life among the stars. The future was bright, full of new friends and exciting adventures. And it all started because humans never gave up, no matter how hard things got. Earth had not just saved itself, it had helped make the whole galaxy a better place.